What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 24.
Jeff Gordon.
Of the Monday Night Wars. Sure.
NASCAR.
I am Chad Talks. And joining me has Michael Jordan.
That's 23.
Oh, well, yeah, but then if you add one, it's 24. Jmack Gaming.
You just can't let me have anything, can you?
I let you have lots of things. You have my friendship.
You want to know what else you've let me have?
What?
3 Company of the Year awards.
Oh.
It's like you're not even trying.
You're done?
Edge and Bob Orton start off Monday Night Raw and the pre-show.
What a banger that'll be.
Edge wins in 540 with a leaping DDT. And then our other pre-show match, Sean Daivari defeats Steve Corino in 10:47 with a magic carpet ride. In our last pre-show match, King Kong Bundy loses to Justin Winston. Now you might be asking, hey, Jmack, where the fuck did King Kong Bundy come from? And I will say, don't worry about it.
All right.
We start off Monday Night Raw, Chad, with these 3 men. Elix Wright starts Monday Night Raw in the ring. He comes out pissed off because Mick Foley came back to Mick Foley after what I think 2 years away from the WWF, made his return to the promised land and saved The Rock from Elix Wright. And Mick Foley is being called out by Elix Wright. Mick Foley, I don't know what you're doing here, Mick. I don't know if you came here to do absolutely nothing like you did in the other company. See, it's crazy because The Rock doesn't know this. The Rock wasn't there, Mick Foley. Elix Wright was there. Elix Wright was in catering, doing absolutely nothing alongside of you, Mick Foley. And I watched and I learned from the hardcore legend. And what I learned was this guy is nothing but a fluke. This guy's nothing but a flake. What is he? All you've ever done, Mick, was just throw yourself off a cage and throw yourself off rings and roofs and trees and bridges just for a cheap pop. You've destroyed your body and you think people should cheer you for that. No. Look at me. Look at Elix Wright, Das Wunderkid, Germany's first pro wrestler in the major leagues. Look how good I look. Look at my matches that I've had over the years, okay? I'm going to be doing this until I'm 80. I do this like 70. Did you see my father? My father was like 70 doing this shit. Mick Foley, you're like 34 and you can barely get up to turn the lights off to go to bed. And how about tonight in the middle of the ring in our main event? How about I hit you with a move so hard it'll knock your lights off? Maybe and Mick Foley and The Rock come out and he's like, you know what? When Mick Foley walked into this arena here in Bridgeport, Connecticut at the arena at the Harbor Yard. Cheap pop. Come on. Yay.
Yay!
I didn't come here with my wrestling gear. I thought I was just going to have a good night and just have a good go home before Summerslam. But you know what? I'm not the one to look good for a wrestling match. So if you want to fight tonight, Elix Wright, you got it. Mick Foley, Elix Wright tonight, Chad.
Hell of a main event.
Hell of a main event in our go-home show. Kaiji Muto defeats Scott Vick in 13:02 with a figure 4 leg lock to start off Monday Night Raw. We move on. Triple H. This is Triple H, man. He's getting hyped. He's getting ready. In 6 days, he returns to the Fed. He returns to WWF. And he goes for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. The suspension of no violence is over. It's going to be Triple H. It's going to be Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And it's the same thing for Randy Orton. He's doing the same. This is the same kind of promo. Just him calling out Sean Stasiak. He's going to ruin Stasiak at SummerSlam. this match happened. Kana wins. She beats Lisa Marie Verone in 8-18. During that match, not even after, during that match, we go backstage to Vince McMahon's office. And Ace Steel and CM Punk are demanding that Vince McMahon, gets rid of this TLC match. It's unfair that they have to defend their belts in such a barbaric stipulation. And Vince says, I don't care. If you guys attack them 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, and then you start bringing weapons and tables and ladders into the fray, this is what happens. When you play with the fire, you're gonna get burned. And at SummerSlam, TLC, one of the most dangerous matches ever. Your tag team belts hanging 15 feet in the air. The only way to get them is climbing a steel ladder, going rung by rung, slowly climbing up and having to stand up and reach for those championships. That's the only way you're going to win. People's careers are going to get shortened. And you're going to do it all for those World Tag Team Championships. You got them around your waist. Look, if you want to be an asshole, if you guys want to be rap bastards and attack people, this is what you get. There will be no reversing this call. There will be, now, how about you guys get out of my office before I just strip you of the belts and maybe just strip you of your jobs. Well, because he says, you guys got a match up next. And they go out and they defeat the Basham Brothers in 1209. With when Ace,
guys who beat Ric Flair and Savage.
When Ace Steel pins Doug Basham with the Chicago Sunrise. Yeah, you're right. Ace Steel got a 90. Jesus. Chad, I think we have a SummerSlam hype promo right here. No, it's Edge and Christian. They were watching backstage and said, those guys aren't shit. All right. We're going to beat their asses. And then we have a SummerSlam promo. Sylvester Stallone is here.
Yeah.
He's here to hype and oh man,
Kidman had to make some budget cuts. Unfortunately for Sylvester Stallone, Kidman didn't see any worth in him.
Wow, SummerSlam has had all the celebrities come out: Adam Sandler, Dana White, Donald Trump, Sylvester Stallone. Wow, Chad, the Big Four.
Just wanted to say, fuck Barely Legal. Everyone come watch SummerSlam instead.
All right. PJ Black and Shane McMahon are warming up backstage, man. We got a big match in 16th. PJ Black, Dean Malenko, the rematch. PJ defeats Dean Malenko, Joey Matthews, sorry, not Dean Malenko, in 1601. Big match for PJ Black right there. We're speeding through this Raw, but who cares? Kurt Angle and Mark Henry.
No, you want to get to the pay-per-views.
Yes.
You got like a 100-match SummerSlam to do.
I do. I just thought of a new one, too. Kurt Angle. He's got the mic. He says, Eric, I appreciate you you accepting my request for a fight at SummerSlam, and I hope who you pick for that match against Kurt Angle, I hope your ability to pick my opponent is better than your ability of booking WCW was. Now, where's my opponent for tonight? He takes on Teddy Hart, and it gets a 96. Kurt Angle defeats Teddy Hart in 14:58 with an ankle slam. Kurt Angle can go, brother.
Yeah.
Teddy Hart can go, brother. And The Rock and Mick Foley make their way down to the ring, Chad. Mick Foley, Alex Wright. And in a 99, Alex Wright defeats Mick Foley in a submission with an FTF. Mick Foley, a 97. Oh, no, Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Alex Wright continues to beat down The Rock. The Rock slides in and he saves Mick Foley. And Alex Wright scurries away. And Mick Foley looks at The Rock. It's like, what the? Why didn't you fucking come and save me sooner? And The Rock's like, I was on my way. And Mick Foley hits him with a double arm DDT and lays out The Rock.
Wow.
To end WWF Monday Night Raw in '97. Who would have thought this go home would have been so good, Chad?
Who would have thought?
Wow, what a match. We'll see you for
Get ready for this go home.
we'll see you for Night Show.
And we are here on I almost said Thunder. We're here on Nitro, Justin. The go home for Nitro, Barely Legal, is on the horizon, and we've got a banger of a show for you today.
Yeah, but SummerSlam's also on the horizon, and that's the biggest show of the summer.
That may be true.
Sorry, it's Barely Legal, bro. That's going to be a big... Shawn Michaels Sting is...
Dream match.
I don't know about a dream match, but that's insane to think about. That's a big match right there.
That is a big match.
And let's get into it.
All right, brother, let me tell you something, all right? I see the Paul Heyman guys, Minoru Suzuki, Shane Douglas, and Taz. They're running roughshod against and beating up people in the back. They beat up the FBI a couple weeks ago, but they drew the line when they attacked my friends Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, brother. And I know the three of us, we've had our ups and we've had our downs, all right? But at the end of the day, brother, we're family fight, but blood is always thicker than water. All right, and listen, we all made an agreement of many years ago to be a group. All right, to be a group called the New World Order, brother. And listen, that group is over with. All right, but just because the group is no longer around, the Brotherhood is here forever. I mean, it's NWO for life, brother. So when I came back to the ring to wrestle, thanks to 99% shareholder Billy Kidman, I saw that they were attacking my friends, brother. I knew what I had to do. So, Paul Heyman, guys, you're in the back, and you're watching three legends of the industry. You're looking at three men who you will grow up wishing you could be, brother. Shane Douglas, you're nothing more than a washed-up piece of shit, brother, and you'll never be as good as the three of us, and that's why you're bitter. Taz, you know damn well that I could talk you out of a building. And that's why you're teaming up with that slimeball Paul Heyman, brother, and Minoru Suzuki. You've got all the potential to be great. And once you get rid of the dead weight, maybe you will be. You're the money in the bank, brother. And let's see you put that briefcase on the line against a real threat, Jack. Paul Heyman, guys, what you're going to do when the NWO run wild on you, brother. And then the three of them, too sweet. And that's how we open Nitro.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Sorry. I was looking at boobs.
Oh,
I'm joking.
okay,
I'm joking.
fair
I'm joking. I'm
enough.
joking. I'm joking. Child friendly. No, I was not.
Okay, whatever. We have a tag team match. Brett and his tough enough rookie, Eddie Colon, taking on Fit Finlay and his tough enough rookie, Chuck Palumbo. And in a decent match, Bret Hart and Eddie Colon defeated Fit Finlay and Chuck Palumbo when Brett pinned Chuck Palumbo with a victory roll. Hell yeah.
What does
Then
this
after the
mean?
match-
What does this mean for Chuck Palumbo?
Listen, I'll tell you what it means. He's going into the pay-per-view. He's with momentum not on his side. He is wrestling Eddie Colon, and the loser of that match will be eliminated.
Yeah, I thought it was a double. Oh wait, those two are fighting.
Yep. So these two are fighting, and then the people on Thunder are gonna fight too.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Shelton Benjamin and Claudio.
Yep, sorry.
But Justin, after the match, Planet Ahmed, Big Daddy Vandilo, they beat down Brett and Eddie Colon. So listen, Chuck Palumbo lost the match, but Eddie got beaten down after the match. And Ahmed, he grabs a microphone, and he says, Brett, you talk a big game. Let's see, you said you want to fight me without my guys. Fine, barely legal. You versus me, 1-on-1. Justin, we got Bret Hart taking on Ahmed 1-on-1 at Barely Legal as a last-minute addition.
Wow. but don't turn your dial. Something else is going on backstage.
Yeah, the announcers are saying, why didn't the Dudley boys help Bret Hart? They've been working together as of late. And you come out and we see Bubba Ray and Devon. They are put through a table, Justin, and standing above them is Monty Brown. Monty Brown beat them up by himself.
What a freak. He pounced them, bro.
He pounced them right through 2 tables.
Them.
And we are in the ring, and we got Taka Michinoku versus Six. And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Taka Michinoku beat Six with a springboard knee drop. And listen, Six was wearing his NWO gear. He is all about that little...
No one cares about you, Six.
Oh, well, yeah. After the match, Paul Heyman comes down to the ring, though. And he says, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, the NWO, a group that revolutionized and changed pro wrestling. You know who else led a movement? You know who else led a group of misfits that changed pro wrestling forever? Me, Paul Heyman, and my old company, ECW. And here's the funny thing, Hulk. Both of those things aren't around anymore. You see, Hulk, you came back because Billy Kidman knew he was desperate for ratings, and that's why you're back wrestling. It has nothing to do with your ability in the ring. It has nothing to do with you deserving anything. And I am sick and tired of seeing your stupid, ugly face on my show. So, you want to have a match? You want to take on the Paul Heyman guys? That's great, because here's the thing. You're getting all of the Paul Heyman guys, including our newest member, Taka Michinoku.
What?
So, Hogan, Nash, Hall, I would love to see you guys try to find
Wasn't
a fourth
Paul
guy.
Heyman just trying to cut some...
I would love to see you... he
2 weeks ago, Paul Heyman's like, let me cut someone from the group, and now it's, I added another one.
Yeah, listen. They've had themselves a good couple of weeks. He says, and don't even bother asking your boy Six-Pac, because as you can tell by the crushing knee drop of Taka Michinoku, he probably won't make it to the pay-per-view. Good luck trying to find a fourth guy. The NWO was a dumb idea back then, and it's a dumb idea now, and we're going to stop it before it ever makes a comeback again.
Oh, fucking weird. What a random flip-flop decision.
And Justin, we have another tag team match tonight. It wouldn't be a go-home if we didn't have at least 2 tag team matches on the card.
Probably won't be the last one either.
And listen, Sid Vicious and Canyon are both facing off against Hardcore Holly and Rob Van Dam, respectively, in the pay-per-view. So, you know what better way than to have these 4 men team up? And in a good match, Sid Vicious and Canyon defeated Rob Van Dam and Hardcore Holly when Canyon pinned Hardcore Holly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's that. And Justin, we go backstage and we see that there are 6 women who are getting into a fight. It's Debbie Malenko, the women's champion, Chyna and Trish Stratus taking on the Queen's Court of Charmel, Beth Phoenix, and Cutie Suzuki, Justin.
What the hell?
What the hell indeed? Look at these women. They're beating the piss out of each other. And we have here, Justin, Chris Benoit defeating Brian Knobbs. He out-wrestled the in-ring technician that is Brian Knobbs in 9:18 with a dragon suplex. That almost went to 10-minute time limit expiration. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
And Tommy Dreamer shows up on the Titantron and he says, Benoit, congratulations, you out-wrestled Brian Knobbs. What an accomplishment. All right, but I'll give you something, Chris. You have been a wrestling machine since you've been back. You've been tapping people out. You've been suplexing them. You've been out wrestling everyone. But it's barely legal. All right, this is a hardcore-based pay-per-view. And I can't think of any better way for us to face each other than you come to my level. You face me in a match I know very, very well. a hardcore match. So what do you say, Chris? You want to go hardcore for the night? You want to take on Tommy Dreamer for the U.S. title in a hardcore match? Or do you know that you don't have what it takes out to face me? Not in a wrestling match. You're a better wrestler than me, sure, and anyone with eyes can see that. But I'm more violent than I can take more punishment. That's going to be the difference maker. So what do you say, Chris? And Chris Benoit, he just says, I'll face you in a wrestling match, a hardcore match, a blindfold match. I don't care what match I face you in. I'll win. So you're on, Tommy Dreamer. I will see you this weekend. At Barely Legal, that hardcore title. Or wow, not for the hardcore title, for the U.S. title.
Hell yeah! Here we go.
Here we go. And we've got another women's match, Justin. So Tori Wilson has been on a bit of a winning streak. She's been booked on Saturday night's main events, and she's been winning. But she's going against Minami Toyota, and let's see if her winning streak can continue. And it can't. And about that decent wrestling, a little heap. Minami
And
Toyota
it can't.
defeated Tori Wilson with an Ocean Queen Bee bomb.
You wanted to win and make Tori Wilson win, by the way.
I almost did, yeah. And our main event. Ooh, this guy was 75. This is not going to be good. And our main event. Shawn Michaels and Sting. They're opponents this weekend, but they must team up tonight to take on an established tag team, the Road Warriors. And in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling. Shawn Michaels and Sting defeated the Road Warriors, and Shawn Michaels pinned Road Warrior Animal with a sweet chin music.
Hey, they don't work well as a team, Chad.
They don't. Well, I mean, they're fighting each other, so it's good.
That's probably why the match suffered. They stink.
It's good to know, though. And after the match, Shawn Michaels and Sting. Shawn Michaels goes to super kick Sting. Sting runs right into it. Shawn Michaels says, "I did it this time." Just like Tajiri did to his friend, but they're not friends, so they didn't find it funny. Sting gets up though; he no-sells it. Everyone's shocked, and Sting, he then starts fighting back, and he locks Shawn Michaels in a Scorpion Death Lock, Justin, and he starts tapping. Shawn Michaels is tapping.
What the hell?
Is this going to be the site at Barely Legal when these two square off?
I don't know. I actually have no idea what you're gonna do here. The Sting redemption angle against the biggest free agent of all time, Shawn Michaels? I have no idea.
Who knows? Hey, what though? He's got an 82.
Oh boy. Oh no. The good run you had it's over, brother.
That's okay. Listen, Barely Legal's gonna bang.
You had a lot of injuries come up, and that's just, when Jericho comes back and Samoa comes back, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely.
You'll be fine. We'll see you for SmackDown.
And we are here at the Go Home for SmackDown. Justin, I am very excited. I feel like you can tell by the way we're breezing through our Go Homes. We're very excited for SummerSlam and Barely Legal.
Yeah, I'm very excited for SummerSlam. Pretty excited for Barely Legal, but SummerSlam's the biggest party of the summer, Chad. What can I...
There are I've booked Barely Legal, and I'm excited to see what it does as a whole. But there are 2 or 3 matches in particular for Barely Legal. I'm very excited to see how they do. I'm excited for your entire SummerSlam card.
Hell yeah, Chad.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You have so many SummerSlam matches booked that I still don't think I know the card, even though I do.
We'll go over the whole entire card after the show.
All right.
Is that okay?
I'll allow it.
Let's go through this show first, though. We start off with the Bashams defeating Savio Vega and Test when Danny Basham pinned Test with the leg lariat.
Nice.
And then we start off, there's no even promo because I didn't put Eric Bischoff in this. But the main event tonight, Psychosis and Booker, champs versus challengers, taking on Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett. What a match that is going to be, Chad.
It's looking like a WCW Go Home.
Chris Daniels comes out and takes on Abaddon. WCW. All these. The more I book my shows, the more I realize this is just your WCW roster.
Literally.
There's 6 of my original guys.
So far, everyone that's been on the main card has been
Jeff Jarrett was not. But a lot of people are just WCW. I don't know if that means more about looks bad about like me or you. You know, like does it look bad that I'm just booking only your guys, or does it look bad that you lost so many of these good talents?
A little bit of both, I think.
We move on to Jerry's. Was he your guy?
Yeah.
You lost to Jerry?
Yep.
Oh my God, Chad. Tajiri comes in the ring and he looks like he's gonna go spit in Daniel's face again. He's gonna give him the mist. He says, "Oh, shame on me if I do it twice." And then Daniel does it to Tajiri.
Oh, that was lovable friends.
Not so funny now, Tajiri says. And Tajiri does not. He was not laughing about it. You don't spit. You don't mist in Tajiri's face. Speaking of. Silence was very underwhelming. What are you talking? Roadkill was very good on the mic. They make their way down to the ring. And Silence takes on Jake Roberts.
Principal Roberts.
And Silence beats him in 10-23 with the Amish bomb.
He said no running in the halls.
And then after the match, John Cena comes out and attacks Kane.
Oh, man.
He gives him the FU, Chad. This is John Cena's first big-time match at SummerSlam. Can he get the job done? Can he beat Kane? We move on. Silvan Granier takes on Chavo Guerrero. Chavo got an 85. Oh. Good heavens.
Good heavens.
Chavo pulling out all the stops here. Getting an 85. Good for you, Chavo. Gets the big win over Silvan Granier. Silvan, I'm not going to give you a win after you hurt the Amazing Red last week. Gave him a swollen thigh muscle. And then the next match, Latin Lover takes on Rene Dupree. And Rene Dupree gets a big win over Latin Lover with the Dupree driver. And then all four of these men beat each other up. They're just throwing fists. They're throwing hands. They're throwing chairs. They're throwing fans. They're throwing fans. They're throwing the people watching the show. They bought a ticket and they got thrown. In the gorilla position, it looks like Eddie's about to make his way out to go help. And Eric Bischoff stops him. He says, Eddie, come to my office. We got something to talk about. What's that about, Chad?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out.
Kid Cash. He set up the box where you put all the cards in. The catering people just drop the food off. He's so excited for his graduation. He's so happy, man. He's calling. He sent all the invites out. Everyone's ready. They're excited. It's gonna be a big day at SummerSlam. His graduation. Kid Cash's graduation. Everyone's invited. Even you, Chad.
Even me?
Yeah.
Oh, I better give him a gift.
Mike Awesome takes on La Parka and pins him in 1440 with the Awesome Bomb. What a match for Mike Awesome. What's he doing here, Chad?
I don't know.
His in-ring keeps getting...
WCW guys wrestling.
His in-ring keeps getting worse.
SmackDown is literally just WCW.
These guys aren't WCW. Could have been Stone Cold.
One was almost.
Yeah. Shout out Hulk Hogan. Love you, bud. He fucked you there. He really... What a game changer that would have been. Well, yeah. Stone Cold Taker. This is just the one more hype package. Showcasing the Hell in a Cell. What it's done to people. Now that Mankind's back, we can now show the Taker throwing off Mankind again. We weren't allowed to show that while Mankind was in WCW. He wouldn't let me. The copyrights are in his name, so couldn't show that footage. But yeah. And we get our main event. This is a fucking short little SmackDown here. Psychosis and Booker drew with Steiner and Jarrett when the referee lost control because everyone just didn't give a fuck anymore. And they just started beating the shit out of each other.
They just started fighting.
Got a 91. And yeah, they just start beating the shit out of each other some more. 91. That's
Jeff and Scott, bitter rivals.
yeah, Chad. Yeah, they just you want to go over the card?
Yeah, let's hit me with your SummerSlam card.
Do I want to go in order? I think I'll go in order of how the card is laid out right now, Chad.
Okay.
There's some I might be forgetting some matches because things have changed over the last couple. But we'll go. We got. All right, we'll do. We got. I don't want to go in order because I don't want to spoil stuff. We're gonna see Sean Stasiak versus Randy Orton. You know what? You'll just have to wait until SummerSlam. Fuck you guys.
Well, we know we're getting Randy Orton versus. All right, we are here at the Go Home for Thunder. Barely Legal is this weekend. And this
Tomorrow.
Is our last stop, Justin.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Because you were running it on Saturday. You didn't want to compete with me anymore.
I didn't. I wanted to run it on Saturday. Give it its own. Barely Legal deserved its own day.
It's just, it's just because you were getting less people watching.
Yeah. Go to the show.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you.
Stop.
Are you gonna cry? We just get a hype package, Justin, hyping up Goldberg versus Regal. We see Goldberg trying to spear Regal, but Regal hitting him with the brass knuckles. We see Goldberg just running roughshod on people, and just to hype us up for their big upcoming Universal Championship match at Barely Legal.
Hell yeah.
Nice little hype package.
A nice little hype package. What'd he say?
What?
Exactly.
We have Justin Stardust taking on Elix Skipper in our opening match. Stardust defeated Elix Skipper in 9:32 with a bulldog.
Elix Skipper, former NXT superstar.
True.
You didn't re-sign him.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, probably. He got a 49, which is pretty, better than Road Warrior Hawk.
True. We see a video package. It's Juventud with his Cruiserweight Championship and his friend Super Crazy. And he says, I look at this Cruiserweight division. I don't see any single person in this division that's worth my time. That's worth my championship. So I'll tell you what, until a Cruiserweight, until someone in this pathetic division can stand up to Juventud, you're not getting a Cruiserweight Championship match. Juventud not defending the belt until someone is worthy of the belt.
Which looking at your roster, could be a long time.
We'll have to see. But speaking of cruiserweights, we've got the brand new cruiserweight, Jimmy Yang, here. And in a decent little wrestling match, but had little heat, Jimmy Yang defeated Matt Cross with the Yang time.
Ooh, the Yang time.
I like that. It's time. It's Yang time. We have a 6-man tag team match. Justin, Davey Boy, Dan Severn, and Kurt Hennig taking on 3 young talents: Lash LaRue, Johnny Devine, and he was Champagne, but he decided he didn't want to use his gimmick name. He had to let he won the 24/7 championship, so he wanted to use the name he uses 24/7. His real name, Chester Huey, is here, and those 3 defeated the old guys.
The old guys. Not only did Davey Boy sustain a fractured cheekbone, showing true unprofessionalism, a clearly unhappy Kurt Hennig completely phoned in his performance. It was clear to everyone that he was not trying at all.
Oh no,
Kurt Hennig.
He's probably gonna ask for his release here.
Yeah, probably. He might be a free agent. He could be Ring of Honor's new free agent signing.
He could.
Thanks, Kevin.
We got AJ Styles versus Bobby Roode. Let's bring some quality to the show. AJ versus Bobby Roode, and about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. AJ Styles defeated Bobby Roode with a spiral tap.
Ooh.
Spinal tap.
Spiral, not spinal.
Whatever.
Don't whatever me, Pringle.
I just did it, Mackenzie.
Prungle.
Mukunzi?
You're not allowed to say that.
Mukun?
You can watch. Well, we're gonna get hashtag canceled if you keep it up.
I said Mukunzi.
Yeah, you stop.
And about that great wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd. Rey Mysterio defeated Eric Young with a springboard hurricanrana. And then the Sweet Sensations show up, and they go, listen, here's the thing. We are the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. And Ray J, you've been returning a lot of heads, picking up some wins. I see you beat Team Canada. But let's see if you guys can beat them more than once. Because here's the thing. If either of you want an opportunity at this Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship, then you guys need to win this upcoming match. But it's got to be a best 2 out of 3 falls. We want to see what team wants it more. Justin. Best 2 out of 3 falls match. Ray J versus Team Canada.
There we go.
And we got a decent match. Matt Hardy taking on Grandmaster Sexay with a flying leg drop.
That's all you got to
slap a tornado.
That's all you got to say. I can slap a tornado.
I can dry a pussy, yeah.
I'll give you a DDT, yeah.
There ain't no real way. We are here after the match. Shamrock and Vader, they are showing up, and they're Sylvester Stallone-less for the first time in the Tap Out Crew existence.
Because he's at SummerSlam.
Yeah. They said, you know what, we may not have Sylvester anymore, but quite frankly, we don't need him.
Wow.
We're two monsters, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win this match for him, but we don't need him. All right.
He sounded like the Pistons announcer right there. At point guard, Chauncey Billups.
Oh my God. 4 teams are
Gut
facing off
check.
for a chance to face off against Ken Shamrock and Vader. They said it doesn't matter which one of them win because they're gonna beat them. Oh,
Nice promo right there, Ken Shamrock. You really sold that match. At 93.
I'm so excited for that match. Oh, and then our main event, an 8-man tag. Shannon Moore, Ken Shamrock, Vader, and Goldberg taking on Steven Regal, Jeff Hardy, Owen Hart, and Raven. And in a superb match, Shannon Moore, Shamrock, Vader, and Goldberg defeated Steven Regal, Hardy, Owen, and Raven when Goldberg pinned Raven with a spear.
That may have been your best Thunder in fucking months.
87. Oh.
We'll see you for the pay-per-views.
That was better than Nitro.
Shamrock really selling that he's ready for this match. Oh, man. It doesn't matter who wins. I'm going to win. Shut up, Shamrock.